First of all, the pronunciation. It's gouache, gouache, gouache. I think it's just gouache. Today's an exciting day because I've decided I'm going to try gouache paints, which is sort of like a watercolor acrylic hybrid. And I think that gouache would work really well for these kind of paintings that I'm doing. I mean, acrylic's fine, but acrylic definitely doesn't lay as like smooth as gouache appears to. And my mom got me a nice gift card from Opus Art Store. Mom got me this gift card from Opus for Christmas, and it's just burning a hole right in my wallet, so it's a perfect excuse to go try something new. Oh, beautiful day here. Hi. First of all, quick shout out to Opus. They're my favorite art store that I've been to, I think ever. The staff are always super friendly, super helpful. Anytime I have a question, they always have an answer, and it's the right answer. And I really appreciate that about them. Before I start painting, I'm going to paint on this wood panel. I'm probably going to paint a donut, but I need to seal my wood panel. Important to seal it so that it keeps the impurities from the wood from getting into the paint. I was worried that since this is kind of like watercolor, that it would keep it from absorbing into the wood, like it would make it less absorbent, but the nice lady at the Opus Coquitlam store told me that no, it will work just fine. You still need to seal your wood panel. Whoop. Okay, so I've sealed it a couple of times. It usually takes like maybe 3 or 4, but what we're gonna do is we just take a drop of water. I'm just gonna get it from my water thing here, and just drop a little bit, and then just see how long it takes for it to absorb. Which you can see, it doesn't really. It just sort of sits on top, so that means it's good to go. And by the way, that's another tip that an Opus employee gave me, so once again, thanks. By the way, Opus didn't pay me to make this video. I really just like their stores and going to them. I forgot to get a palette to be able to, so, I mean, I have one, it's flat. It would be nice if I had one of the ones with the bowls, you know? Shit. Problem solved. I'm going to use the tray of these old watercolors. To give you an indication of how old they are, look at my writing. I definitely wrote that when I was like 8 or 10 years old. Alright, I got a few colors and I basically just chose them because I thought they were pretty. And not really for very many practical uses. Chinese white, sepia, turquoise blue, rose, mint green, Naples yellow. And so I think where I'm going to start is by making the background. I think I'm going to make the background forgot to tape the edges. Okay, so I'm done with the background. I'm just going to let it dry, and then I'm going to get going with the donut. That's what it's going to look like. So while I'm waiting for the background to like fully dry before I start the other layer, I'm testing the gouache on top of the acrylic that I've already done, and it's actually sitting on top of it pretty nice. And it's like a lot more fluid than acrylic, but it's very opaque, which is nice. So it has like the fluidity of watercolor, but the opaqueness of acrylic. So I'm really loving it just for the fact that I'm doing these little squigglies on here without having to use acrylic. Finished it. Looks good, right? I loved using gouache. It's like my new favorite thing. just so simple to use. The one tricky thing is like getting it to the right consistency, like making sure it's not too watered down, but that's the same as watercolors, not too difficult. Now I'm going to resin it. Okay, it's the next day. The resin is not quite dry, but almost, and it looks pretty good. Nice and shiny. Gouache is my new favorite thing. I'll be using it all the time, stacking up on all the colors. If you guys have any tips and tricks for using gouache, please leave it in the comment below. Any brands that you like, just anything that you can share about gouache, I am open to hearing because I'm a beginner with it. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit subscribe so you can see more videos like this. Follow me at @bbyhofer on Instagram and Twitter.